So today I took the boar, the bread gilt, and the big sow out of this pen and let them up over this way to their new pen. And the nice thing is they're all trained to follow for food. So all I gotta do is come out there and hold the bucket and call them, and then just walk up where I want them to go. I carry a little stick so that I can remind the boar to keep a polite distance. He's not aggressive or anything, I just don't want him close enough that he could accidentally jab me, because he's got some. So I let him up through here, brought him into their new pen, which is the area that I had the sheep in a few days ago. They're eating their food up there in the corner. Here come the sheep. They're over in the other area where I moved them over. They're cleaning that up. The pigs will not be going over there because that's an area that I drive the tractor through, and that's one of my main paths. And I don't want it torn to shreds. This area over here, though, is going to be, most of this is going to be an upper rice paddy. And then starting kind of over there and going across to where that little tree is where the levee will go for the upper paddy. And then this area down here, which I'll run the pigs in a little more too after I do a little reworking of the fence, and maybe start the bottom levee up a little bit too, so it's at least there to catch the sediment as they tear up this upper section. But this will be the lower rice paddy in this area. And over across the drive there, where all those small trees are, that area will eventually be another section of rice paddy over there. So the goal is to get it to where I have at least 3 different areas of rice paddies. So the ones I planted this year and that I'm working on over there, which is back over that way. And then these here, and then I'll put in another section over probably on the other side of the field over there. That's probably as far as I'll go with that. Ideally, I'd really like to put a section in on another piece of property down the way, but I am not able to do that right now. I'd like to be able to buy it, but that's probably not going to happen. I'm hoping to eventually make arrangements to at least use it and to do some levees and wetland construction, and same kind of thing that I do up here, but with perennial aquatic wetlands in between the paddies down there, because it's a much bigger area. It's a much longer section of drainage with a very similar slope to this. It's not super steep, so I could put quite a bit in there, just stair step the levees down through it like I'm doing up here. But I could probably put 10 in a row down there, and up here I can put 2, 3 before I start getting into things that I don't want to damage. Like up above this paddy is one of the persimmon groves is right over there, just a little bit above the fence. Over there's a little bit of orchard. You can't really see it because it's behind some other trees that we're going to be taking out pretty soon. Actually, I'll take out a couple of those, but some of them will wait till next year. Any ash trees that are throwing seed, I mark those to leave as long as they don't show damage from the ash borer. If they're not throwing seed and they're starting to show ash borer damage, then I take them out. But up above that area, I'm going to put a small pond in up there that'll be used to provide the irrigation water for these paddies. And it's just going to be it's not going to be a built-up drainage. That one will be dug in, and I'll trench out through the slope down to the level of the paddy here. to keep basically to keep the water draining out of the hole while I'm digging the pond up there.